Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to VRML. Preseason Week 6. This is a match about to start between Team Ironic and Nova. And you might notice this is not the voice of Andy nor Sputnik. So Andy is having some issues getting in. On the startup, he's getting some weird crashes or something like that. So he's attempting to fix that issue right now. In the meantime, I just figured we'd at least come here on the mics and say hello and possibly get started.
Possibly.
But yeah, so I'm not looking. I was mentioning to Sputnik and Andy too. Reason I'm camming as much as anything is just my voice is kind of starting to go. So with that being said, I'm trying to give it a little bit rest and manage it at least until the weekend. You know, big games and whatnot. Because yeah, I mean, can you hear it at all? It's a little bit croaky when I'm talking at normal volumes. Like, hello, I'm Palidore. Or hello.
Stop doing the voices. You're only gonna make it worse.
Welcome to VRML. Here in the preseason, getting ready to begin with a epic match.
Yeah.
You're only gonna make it worse doing those voices. I can't even do it.
I know, it gets really deep when it gets really out of sorts like this. Like after lands is when my voice is the deepest, or especially after I get a flu. Yeah. Does great things for my voice to a point, but then after some point it comes back and it starts, well, getting more damage, so I can't overdo it, you know. But anyway, it's Palidore here with SputnikKobra, getting ready for Nova and Ironic. Nothing
You really
ironic
can't
about
help
that.
yourself. You really can't help yourself with the voices.
Yeah.
You're only making it worse.
Honestly, that one isn't as straining as going like super high pitch or yelling. Could always pull out some other stuff, but yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. It's not like my voice is paining me right now, but it is just getting gravelly at certain tones, certain volumes. So gotta be aware. In any case, I will figure I'm gonna ping the team, and I'll let Sputnik handle most of the casting. And hopefully, Andy can get on board soon.
Wait, what? I didn't sign up for this.
Well, I don't want to delay the teams too much. I mean, a couple minutes, sure, but you know, don't want to have them waiting 10, 15 minutes on our behalf because we don't have any guarantees if Andy can fix this or not.
Well, I have faith in Andy, and he's working hard to fix it. And I will yell at him in private chat in an attempt to encourage him to get it fixed.
All right, well, we can always pretend I'm just not Palidore, and I'll do that one voice. There's a couple votes for it in chat, so.
Let me check chat. Andy, if you can hear me, I am checking Discord, so feel free to send me a text message. And I did. He said hi. So I guess he's still working on it, trying to get it fixed. And you guys are stuck with listening to me until then. So let me check chat, and let me see what you guys are saying. You're not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm just messaging the teams. I basically let them know it's their call whether they want to start. If they start, we'll start. If not, then we can still wait, but their call at the end of the day. We are accommodating.
We are accommodating to our loyal viewers at VRML.
I can only do like a really low, like demon voice.
We are accommodating you. We can
Doesn't I mean,
we can help you.
are there?
From the dark side. Give me
Oh
your
man,
soul.
Spud. That hurts. I have no soul. Adore. Do we have
Are
any?
you a hollow core or
Do we have any
course.
Team Joker in the chat right now? That's what I'm wondering. Cause if so,
We got horses in the back. Horse deck is attached.
see, I can do that thing with you. You know.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
That is Matty Black. Got the boot is black to match.
You should go into alternative country or whatever they call it.
Right?
Whatever they call that genre now.
I have no
Do they
idea.
have a name for it? Like
I'm
rap,
not-
like country rap?
I'm not a country man, so I couldn't give you a accurate reading on that one. But you know, I'm barely a music guy. I just kind of listen to whatever
Yeah, I
is
don't-
hot.
I don't know how you guys do that. Like I talked to Lemming, I'm like, Lemming, what's your favorite music? He's like, I just listen to this stuff, and I don't understand. I don't understand how people just can listen to music and not curate like a list or their favorite artists, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm just too much of a critic.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We're critical about the stuff we're passionate about, though, right? Some people, yeah. Passionate about music. Some people. I know you're passionate about music, and you love your sound.
Oh, I definitely enjoy my music.
And
And
just
talking about music, what's your favorite song of all time? Like, just the song that stands out among all songs.
that's a tough one. Could not answer that for you in any kind of timely fashion. That would like. I don't know. I really don't. I don't have one. Not off the top of my head, at least. That's a hard question. Maybe chat does though.
Yeah, everyone, tell me your favorite track, like the track that you would say, may not maybe define you, but it could define you, but one that you really enjoy.
And in the
What do you
meantime,
All right.
oh,
I've
Andy,
made it. I've made it. We sorted it all out. I'm good to go finally.
nice.
Is that a real? Are you being sincere, Ninja Knight 93? Because I've never, I don't want to bash your taste in music. No one's ever earnest about it. Alright, let me check
Going
out
off
that
on
song.
about Nickelback? Come on.
Well, my favorite song is
All right. Just by the way, ping the teams to start. So just so you know, I'm gonna be out of here in a moment.
Okay.
Have a
so
good
you
match.
missed
This
it.
is
Yeah.
VRML, and I'm Palidore going to the campsite. Bye.
okay, that's not
Alright,
too bad of a
finishing up
track.
the rest of my
I'm gonna
setup.
listen to that when I finish this. But I have to say that my favorite track of all time is "This Must Be the Place" by the Talking Heads. And on that note, let's get ready to start this match. And I didn't bring up the team page info, so it's Spaghetti versus Nova. Is that correct?
It is Ironic versus Nova. Nova being in 11th place and Ironic being in 9th place. And it looks like Nova's going to be winning this here off the joust and coming forward, falling into the hands of Ironic with a nice clear out.
And making the
Sputnik?
save,
Go ahead.
Sir Dimwee with a pass to Venom downfield to Zesper. Zesper's not contested, taking the long shot. It is wide to the left and it bounces back to mid into the hands of Sir Dimwee, who takes another attempt and he makes it at 19 meters for the 3 with 9 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, kind of an uncharacteristic miss from Venom or Zesper rather. I know I've talked about it before here when I was commentating with Palidore that Zesper, every time we scrim him, he's just that guy who's hitting every single 3. So maybe just a little bit of that beginning nerves starting to shake off, but we'll see how he's going to end up shaping up here.
Well, hopefully he'll warm up and he'll start sinking every shot he takes, and this will be a great game for both teams. So with the disc, Venom passing back, maintaining possession, passing back again to Dimwee. Dimwee bringing it up, looking for spacing. To Zesper at the post. Venom taking a shot to the crossbar. And it's knocked out by a single shot, but not far enough as Nova maintains possession. And it's back into the hands of Dimwee. And again, solid passing. They're just trying to space out this defense, trying to create an opportunity. And they will take all the time that they need to the shield by Isen, sending another pass that is wide.
Yeah, some of these passes kind of leading astray, but it looks like Nova's been kind of keeping it on the side. That's a really nice steal from Dolly here. Let's see if he's going to hit that bounce shot coming up, and it's going to just miss. Nick off the bottom backboard, and single shot's going to collect this. Let's see how Ironic is going to pick this up. Kind of spacing it out here, losing the disc temporarily, kind of spinning around trying to catch it, and coming around, looking for that up pass to Nest, down to boot, and a nice, close shot with Venom recollecting. It looks like he's probably going to clear and boost for this one out.
And again, it just looks like Nova's boosting for the. And they score it at 8 meters for a 6-point lead right at the edge of the bubble, right in the 3 range, with 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that was a nice play for Nova, kind of getting forward, finally boosting through, picking up that clear, coming down, and putting in a nice 3 to get that game going for him, 6-0.
and taking it up through the tube. See Jason, but throwing an interception. Luckily, back into the hands of Dollar as they maintain their forward progress. Single shot to Jason. Jason, and it's intercepted, but retaken. And Eason almost with the save right at the goal line for a self goal.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate. It looked like he got a little bit lag comped there. Venom had a really good stop in the middle of their bubble, and then it just unfortunately kind of fell back. Ironic making a nice 2-pointer though, and that's going to hopefully give Ironic some momentum coming forward into this game with 6 minutes left.
And taking their time, creating their spacing in the backfield, trying to create an advantage, getting defense out of position as Ironic slowly floats back in to the bubble, but not fast enough with the pass to Zesper from Venom in the bubble at 4 meters, maintaining that 6-point lead with 6 minutes remaining.
That was a nice cross pass. You know, that's always fun to do. It's a great feeling to get one of those and just put that in right in front of the goal. Really good play by Venom there, and Venom and Zesper rather. And Ironic coming forward with the disc with 5 minutes left.
Duller moving forward to Tube, back to Duller. Duller sending it far down, missing his teammate. Hopefully his teammate can get the bounce. But it is collected by Dimwee. Dimwee looks in the backfield for Zesper. Zesper trying to create spacing, trying to get away from these defenders. A nice controlled passing in the backfield. Zesper under pressure, sending a bounce pass into the hands, but stunned out.
Yeah, so this is going to be a nice reset for Ironic. Callan going to be taking this forward for him. Callan really starting to show up as a goalie. He really kind of caught me off guard. He's been picking up his pace a lot. He's been making a lot of very nice saves for his team. And a nice little cross pass. CJ just taking his time, whirling it around, bringing it forward, and an interception from Zesper. That's a really nice play with a light back pass, going to nick off the ceiling. And Venom taking this around, looking for this forward pass.
Venom playing very dangerously in the backfield with that back pass, taking his time, but he got into the field, but they're still having an issue clearing it, and it will go back into the hands of Duller. Duller looking at floor, and a save by Esend.
Callan looking like he had a little bit of kind of a rushed pass there, or shot rather. Maybe he could have looked for a pass instead, and coming with a headbutt. Zesper coming flying in and recollecting this on stealing, looking to see maybe where he's going to get these passes. Above goal, nice stun out from Venom, but then Venom gets stunned out as well, and it's going to come out to the wall for Eason to recollect.
You know, he had to make that stun, but below the goal, Zesper to Venom at 3 meters, an 8-point lead with 4 minutes remaining. Nova playing very strong, very dominant, and very controlled.
Yeah, very controlled indeed. Maybe just needing to see if Ironic needs to make a couple of those back passes, slow it down a little bit, maybe not taking as rush shots. Will definitely prevail for these guys. And a nice little open pass. The boost kind of slowly sneaking up behind and coming forward. Callan with the just slightly missed pass, and Nova recollecting.
So Venom with possession in the backfield goes for a risky pass in triple coverage. Man is stunned out, and Duller reclaims it, but throws it in a wild pass. Easend to recover, Easend to floor, into the hands of Zesper. Zesper back, nice controlled passing in the backfield. They're taking their time, using it to their advantage, trying to run this clock down.
Ooh, looking like Zesper getting a little bit snuck up on, not necessarily knowing where the pass. Bounce shot off the floor is going to be slightly wide. Looking like Duller's going to be first and see what they're going to be doing on this offense. He just maybe needs to slow it down a little bit. It looks like a little bit loose. There's a good pass instead. And coming up forward to Duller Ranger. Duller Ranger going to be taking this in. Not really any pass available, and a really nice sliver shot there from Duller. Good job, good effort from Ironic. 4-10, they're still in it. They got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, so they just need to keep their heads down and keep on going.
Dimwee couldn't account for the other player getting stunned out, allowing Duller to make that 4-meter shot. Dimwee to Easend, Easend to Venom, going through left tube, down with a beautiful route. And again, beautiful passing, nice controlled routes. Venom sending it to the ceiling, trying to get that bounce pass, but it's wide into Callan's hands for the clear. and the stack overshoots it, reclaims it, but is stunned out. So Duller will have it approaching bubble. Duller with a errant pass as it bounces back, but recovered by single shot, sending it to his man at the back line. And Jason takes his time on the floor, trying to create spacing, trying to pull that defense out of position. The defense doesn't need to do anything because they're in the lead.
Yeah, and it looks like CJ's been kind of walking it up and losing it there. Maybe kind of the wrong play coming forward. They're kind of running out of time. They need to get points on this board, and they're going to look like Noah's going to get a really nice clear coming out there. Boost coming through the mid, Stacks coming through. Ironic's going to get this back first, and Dolar clearing it through the lower mid coming up. That's another nice clear. A lot of back and forth. C. Jason coming through, going to collect this, and they're going to have a goalie pass for the Nest. Nest anchoring, and Eason with the save. That's a nice save. Unfortunately, going right back into the pillars. Single shot to collect. And that is a insane amount of events going on. Callan coming through, putting it on the board for him, 6-10 with a minute left. That was a wild chain of events.
Eason saved it, saying, "Get that cheese out of here. You're not going to take an anchor shot on me." And again, Nova with the disc for the third time this round as they bring it up, getting the stuns in the backfield, creating time for Zesper to just bring it up along the right flank into the mid. Venom is stunned out in the bubble, reclaimed by Ironic, and they go for the clear. But beautiful stuns from Zesper in the backfield. But Ironic, from one player to another player, I didn't get to see it because Easend almost had the save, but at the goal line, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it looked like it was just another case of one of those goals being a little bit too close. Maybe he could have saved it and lag into him a little bit. Nova going to be coming away with this game 10-8. Maybe Ironic just needs to pick up the pace slightly bit, but they looks like they're coming back towards the end. If they keep this momentum coming forward into the 2 next games, they'll probably be looking to take some of these games off them.
Yeah, Nova played they were very well composed. As I trip over my words, excuse me. They were very composed, a lot of solid passing in the backfield, pulling Ironic out of position, getting them to challenge, and then getting the stuns, putting the defense out of position, and allowing the offense to progress up the court and score.
Yeah, exactly. And Nova definitely with the composure here coming forward. It's a lot of this comes down to who's going to make the least amount of errors, and they just have to keep connecting these passes. Nova just showing that they're consistently just connecting these passes. Some of them were just a bit unlucky with the misses, and that's just how it goes. But Nova is definitely not going to be slowing down for any of this. It's probably going to be a pretty close second game here with Ironic picking up their pace.
Ironic just needs to get their passing in check. I saw Duller make a lot of wacky throws. He needs to take his time, be more focused. But with Nova getting the joust off the headbutt, missing the pass, trying to recover it off the wall, stunned out, and a flurry of punches, but it goes back into the hands of Callan for the clear through right tube, and the boosts come out. Callan to retrieve it and shoot it from 7 meters. Was that a backboard? I didn't see it.
It looked like it just went in through the front, but that was a nice shot from Callan, putting him up on the scoreboard early into this match, which is going to be great for Ironic, good for the morale. Hopefully nothing happened to Zesper there. Kind of noticed he might have lagged around a little bit and lost something with his tracking going on, but let's see how they're going to be picking up, coming out onto this offensive launch for Nova.
So with another beautiful rollout, Dimwee to Venom, Venom to mid, back to Venom and tube, under pressure, sending it back to mid. Perfect spacing, but they miss the pass at upper block, and a scramble for the disc ensues. Single shot to recover, single shot stunned out, sending it mid. Recovery by Dimwee, giving up possession into the backfield, but they recover through a beautiful boost and a score at 3 meters. Zesper for a tie game with 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and there just comes out some of that nice clear and boost action. I believe that was Dimwee up in middle, who chucked it up into the top, and then they had their boost, their stacks just come on right through, pick that up for a nice, simple goal. It's a really good setup from Nova. And that's just been a super effective meta into this 4v4.
So Duller with disc, sending it through mid, but Nova was there at Bowtie to get the stun and get possession. Venom taking it from ceiling, going to floor, trying to find spacing, trying to find time, being risky in the backfield, but it pays off. As Esper gets stolen by C. Jason. See Jason for the shot off crossbar. Duller, no, single shot to see Jason off the shield at 4 meters with a 2-point advantage at 7 minutes and 40 seconds.
Oh man, that's just, it always sucks when you miss just ding that 3-pointer, but a little bit. But luckily for Ironic here, they were able to pick up that 2-pointer anyway, collect themselves, not let it get to him, and then see Jason coming back and just putting a 2-pointer on the board. That's some great effort from Ironic.
So Demi will take it, sending it right to Venom. Venom taking his time, sending it far ahead of Zesper. Zesper trying to recover, but Talon is there. And Talon sends it mid into the hands of Dimwee. To Zesper on floor. Zesper making the attack, and he gets it at 5 meters while one of his teammates puts the goalie under pressure, giving him the advantage. And a nice tie game, 4-4, with 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining.
Yeah, maybe giving him a bit of that Palidore shuffle, or I forget what he was calling it in the stream the other day, where he likes to get up in their face, super effective against the goalies. And kind of an errant clear coming through here. Eastsend going to be tapping that back forward, going to clear back the opposite way with Zesper, looking to pick this one up, and Duller having a nice stun out, and it looks like it's going to be cleared through the middle with Eastsend in the stack coming back to bring this back forward.
So with the tie game, they can't afford to take their time. They need to get points on the board. They need to get in that bubble, and they send it up. And with the missed screen pass below goal and a slap out from Ironic, a scramble to recover into the hands of Duller. Duller getting distance by slapping off the wall and bouncing it off tube into the bubble of Nova.
Yeah, Sir Dimwee here with a nice relax. They definitely have some time to come forward with the tie game. Maybe just looking to take some of their time to get to these nice setups. A deep shot coming off the backboard. Unfortunately, just going to be missing for Nova there. And Ironic, rather. Going to be picking this back up. Zesper going to be bringing this back forward. Maybe had a sliver of a possible chance for a 3, but he's not going to take that chance. With the cross pass over to Eastsend collecting. Eastsend kind of losing it a little bit there. And Ironic going to have a nice clear there. Kind of fortunate for them, getting that down into the middle trench. And some of these boosts coming in now. And slightly missed again. And Eastsend going to have a nice contested clear there. It's going to take a wonky bounce off the side. But yeah, definitely taking their time to set up, get these plays coming forward. And really showing what they've got here. It's been a nice back and forth battle.
And as Echo Rocker says, hitting those 2 balls, boy. They make the stop in the backfield, but reclaimed and trying to make a pass to post, but the player was stunned out in a scramble. Stunned out again. A lot of clumping from Ironic. They need to create spacing. They need to put trust in each other. Talon on the wall, looking for spacing, looking for an opportunity. The floor, weird interaction, and the disc bounces into Venom's hand.
Yeah, looking kind of unfortunate. They had an open pass up on Nest, and they threw it down into kind of a contested. Maybe some of the comms and just taking some of these slower passes will prevail for Ironic. But nonetheless, Nova's going to be taking this forward, working it through. Sir Dimwee taking a nice cross pass. Unfortunately, going to be hitting the double diamonds, taking a nice bounce down towards Venom. Venom recollecting this, showing still getting pretty close. He likes to take those risky, getting nice and close. But with the floor pass up to Zesper, coming across to Sir Dimwee, and he's going to dunk that in for a nice 2. Good job. Nice passing coming through for Nova. That nice, slow, steady pace. Working for him and doing really well.
If they aren't pressured, they will take their time, they will get set up, and they will pull ahead by 2 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. This is anyone's game.
Yeah, this is close for sure. Those nice stacks coming back through middle. And looks like they're going to get a chance to recollect this disc. Nova's going to be grabbing this and taking it across with Venom picking this up and taking their time. They're just kind of playing some onside passes, slowing it down. Sir Dimwee just lurking around, coming out of the bubble now, taking some time looking for those passes. Some of those passing lanes being contested. A kind of contested passing lane coming through, but Eastside going to be clearing that out to the top left to the other side of the field.
And Zesper to recover and take this shot at 3 meters. They don't need to rush. They don't need to do anything. They need to play the game how they play, and they will prevail with a 4-point lead at 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, exactly. I loved everything about that. They took their time. I didn't even see Zesper down there on the other side of the arena. Kind of down there taking his picks, takes it off the top wall, and he's able to get a nice 2-pointer for his team. And they just took their time, hit all of their passes, and came through with the points on the board. It's a great job from Nova.
Absolutely, as Palidore says. But getting these stuns and then getting another stun to take it back into possession, and the stack takes it back. Venom through Tube with the clear and the boost and the possession, but the missed 3 off the crossbar. Can he get it back in? And he does at 8 meters, pulling ahead by 7.
Yeah, Eastside getting a little redemption on his own shot there. Still being able to put it in for 3, so that's obviously a great result for Nova. Just showing through, hitting those tunnel clears, getting through, and having players down on the opposite end of the field before Ironic's going to be able to react to that is obviously always just going to put a nice punishment on the board for them. So that's a fantastic effort from Nova.
And as Echo Rocker called it in chat, bruh, they clear in middle every time, hitting those 2 balls.
Yeah, exactly. You always got to be looking for those sidewalls when you're trying to clear. You got to getting it through middle can be a little bit risky. Sometimes it's always going to work depending on the positioning of the players, but those sidewalls are always those best locations where you're going to be wanting to play the lane. Stoller taking this up, getting a nice low cross pass, single shot up to C Jason, putting it in for a dunk. That is fantastic work, and that's some great passing from Ironic. That's something more we want to see. That is a fantastic setup, and they just need to figure out a way to get this on offense and do this every single time, and they will find results from it guaranteed.
Absolutely pulling goalie out of position for the open goal pass in front of the goal. Great moves. And again, Dimwee taking his time in the backfield like they do best. But that pass is too far, and Callan trying to recover it, misses it. But Duller, again, getting it, missing it, and the pass behind goal to East send for the dunk.
Yeah, Duller trying to do some whirly-twirlies and whirl his way on out of there, and unfortunately just gets snagged on. And Nova being able to put in another 2 points, just punishing Ironic here. Just super unfortunate. It looks like we're starting to get out of the range of where this is going to be possible for Ironic to come back here. But let's see what they're going to be able to do and get what points they can onto this board.
With 30 seconds remaining, they have absolutely no chance. And I'm saying it now, second round to Nova, as Nova plays a heavy possession game, taking their time, running that clock out, doing what they do best in a composed manner, getting the stuns in the backfield, holding it in bubble. 15 seconds remaining. What will they do?
Yeah, and it looks like time is going to finally just be running out from that stall attempt. Maybe an extra shot going to be coming in from single shot. Pass over into C Jason, and C Jason able to put that in, get some redemption points kind of on the board, some feel goods. It puts up the 13-8 for Nova. Nova taking the series away. But that doesn't mean Ironic's not going to be able to take this third game away from them. They might not just get a 3-0 even though they've already lost the best of 2. But Nova really just showing that they have it composed. They took the time. They knew they had the lead. They got the passes around. They set up that square, and they just got passes around every lane. And it was just an all-around great effort from Nova. And that is just so hard to deal with and so hard to break. Just fantastic stuff.
Good games from Nova as we go into the third round, which only decides MMR. But this is week 6 of preseason, so I'm pretty sure everyone's got the whole gist. But I just have to say it anyway. But let's see if Nova can get that 3-peat, that 3-sweep, and finish with a nice victory.
Yeah, Ironic and Nova here looking like they have kind of similar possession times, similar shots taken. And going to be a nice boost coming through from Nova. They're going to have Venom downfield, but Callan's going to be able to recollect this, clearing this down the tunnel, just sneaking it past Zesper. And it's going to be taking a high bounce to ceiling with Callan having an open 3, and he's going to sink that, nail it right on the post. That was so close. But fantastic shot from Callan. A great start again from Ironic, coming out 3-0, 9.5 minutes. and that is just exactly what you want to see from them. Hopefully that's a good morale booster, and that's going to keep their mental all going.
Playing with intensity out of the gates. Callan with the 3 with 7 points on the board for this series.
Yeah, that's just fantastic. Showing obviously that they're not just going to be giving up with this, showing that they're still coming out with a really nice intensity and some good pace. CJson with a great interception. They're going to be able to, unfortunately, it was going to be a good clear and it just nicked the block, coming right back into their own zone. Hopefully they're going to be able to recollect this here. Doler getting punched on with Zesper, taking this forward, getting a nice cross pass to Venom off the backboard, and it's going to be going wide out to East End, and an own goal. No! Oh, absolutely brutal.
Too many goalies in the bubble. And they weren't able to
Two-
communicate, and he moved it right back into goal. Single shot with the own goal, self goal. 3-2 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Too many cooks in the kitchen is what we like to call that. That is just a bit unfortunate. It was a good stop. Just everybody kind of getting clumped up on each other. Maybe some of the spacing needed to come out. CJson, unfortunately, having a pass. I'm not sure if that was behind or just an unfortunate miss. But anyway, it's going to be bouncing loose off the wall. Easton with the recollect going to be tapping that forward up through the midfield and a nice clear all the way downfield. And see these stacks coming through, and Ironic's going to come back and beat them there.
A lot of fighting in the backfield, allowing Single shot to get back there, get possession, and a 2-pass to Duller looking cross. It is behind, but it bounces luckily almost into the hands of CJson. CJson looking at floor to Duller, getting their spacing to Nest, sending it far left, wide, and it bounces into the hands of Venom. Venom taking his time and getting stunned out by Duller Ranger. Duller with possession to Shield. Single shot moving off Shield, losing that advantage. The floor to Duller behind goal, and the shot from CJson at 3 meters for 2 points, 5-2, 7 minutes, 20 seconds remaining.
Now, see, that was a lot nicer. Ironic finally coming out there, getting their spacing down, and that spacing just proved that how much that's going to help for them. They were able to hit their passes across, and then eventually just led for them to finally get that 2-pointer in the goal, and they had a great setup offensively into that.
Nova's getting comfortable, and Ironic is cranking up the heat, cranking up the pressure, and they're not responding appropriately. As the boosts come out, they challenge it, and they miss. But into the hands of Duller. Duller looking at ceiling to Treetop. Easton again with the almost stop. He needs to come out of goal a little bit more, and he might be coming away with these saves. So 3 self goals from Easton.
Unfortunately, some of that does come down to lag comp. Your hand can be far enough out where it should be at a distance. You can even jump out of goal and grab those, and then sometimes the lag comp just unfortunately gets you there. But Easton doing its best job. That one was a little bit closer to the goal line, but that should be no big deal. But Ironic coming out with another 2-pointer there, and leading the 7-2 was Zesper coming up, bringing this up for offense for them. Easton getting set up, getting their spacing for them. A pass down left to Venom, taking it forward with a nice back pass that almost gets intercepted. But a nice setup, and they're just taking their passing, getting slow, Venom playing it close again. And with the up pass into the bubble, finally, they're coming forward, absolutely draped in enemies with the clear out from Ironic.
I would like to see the pings because it might make sense for why Easton's got so many self goals. But alas, as a spectator, I don't have access to that information. And a clear and a shot. It is wide. It bounces off crossbar, off the backboard, and Single shot recovers it and puts it in at 1 meter to further their lead. Ironic 9 to Nova's 2 with 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and Single shot cleaning up CJson's little miss there. That kind of sucks. It was a good backboard attempt and coming away with another 2-point, and they're just stretching their legs again, getting their lead finally, maybe getting a bit of their bearings. But Nova bringing this forward with the stack with Dimway and Easton coming together, just taking some of their time. And a nice little pass is going to get down into offense, and with an interception coming through with CJson. And here comes hopefully some of the stacks.
So Easton, the goalie for Nova, with a ping of 85. Not too high, but definitely doesn't put him at an advantage. And Duller doing some fancy twirling off shield for the 5 meter 2, pulling ahead by 9.
Wow, that was a flashy coming out from Duller. I know he's a capable player of making some of those plays where they definitely look pretty flashy, where he's swinging his arms around from Pizza League. And let's just see how Nova's going to be reacting here. Nova definitely has some time. They have all the time in the world, actually, with 4.5 minutes to come back from some of this deficit. They just need to get some of their passes together, get some of that spacing, and keep it onto the offense. The slap coming forward from Venom. Venom draped in 2 enemies with a nice cross, or up pass, rather, to Zesper. He's going to be just walking this up the field.
It looks like Nova is content with losing. They're not responding appropriately by playing faster. They're playing with the same pacing and ironic pulling ahead because they want this more. But the boost back from East End under pressure to Tube into the hands of Venom.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as much as if they just don't want it. Sometimes it's what I've been starting to call it its third game syndrome, where you start to win the series and then it maybe just get away with you, or sometimes you just start getting into these deficits and they're hard to get out of, and you don't really necessarily know what to do differently. Maybe some of the comps start to fall apart. But single shot, getting some spacing here, nice shot over the shield, and he makes that in for his team, stretching the lead even further up to 14-2.
I will say that, and this gets me in trouble with a lot of teams that I'm so critical. Nova doesn't care. All three of them didn't communicate, didn't look back for the boost, didn't challenge it, allowing single shot to get that long three. In my opinion, you
Yeah.
got to play every game with intensity, giving your opponents the respect they deserve. But with the duck and the cross to Venom, getting stunned out in the bubble into the hands of Callan for the bounce clear.
Yeah, that's a really nice bounce clear. That's going to be bouncing dangerous, coming down low under goal, and they're going to have Duller Ranger. He gets the boost forward, has a nice cross pass available, and he ends up taking it in himself. Unfortunately, coming off at maybe his face. I'm not sure if he flipped that himself. Single shot getting snuck up on by Easton, and Easton's going to have a nice open air to throw this to. Accidentally clips the block, and it comes straight back to him, and he gets a moment to recollect.
This is not the Nova that we've been seeing for the past 2 rounds. They seem to be in disarray. They seem to be lethargic. But with intensity now, with a shot and a bounce off the upper crossbar, they recover it, taking their time in the bubble, looking for the pass, which they miss, and it bounces wide.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit, but they're having some ironic. That was a speedy chain coming through. Unfortunate bounce off the side of the backboard. Another attempt going slightly wide, and single shot's going to be recollecting this. It's actually taking kind of an odd bounce, maybe just catching him off surprise, and it's going to be clipping up and coming back onto Ironic's side, but they're going to be able to recollect this. Yeah, Nova definitely needing to pick up the pace a little bit. They're taking it slow. Some missed passes coming through, but we'll see what they're going to be able to pick up here in the last remaining minute and a half for them.
Not getting their spacing, not communicating, obviously a failure in communication, not playing with the focus that they had earlier. They are frantic, they are disorganized, and a
Oh my
bounce off.
gosh! That was incredibly close. But it looks like Callan here is going to be taking a nice pass under goal, and single shot coming up on one of those zero angles from the bottom of the goal and being able to put that in. That's a nice little collection. But you can continue with what you're saying.
And ironic saying, you might have got the first 2 rounds, but we are going to destroy you in the third round. And
Yeah,
they
they're
do.
coming out hot. Usually what we like to say is when stuff like this happens, is we know that other team's going to be coming out hot. We know they're going to be wanting to have something to prove. And Ironic really coming out here. They're showing that, we have the intensity, and that maybe they finally figured out what to do, and they learned what to do against Nova, and they finally have that kind of studied and locked in for what they need to do and how they need to play this game.
Did you just see that laggy disc interaction at midline?
I missed it. I did not see anything.
Wondering where that's coming from, or if it's on my end. Trying to find an explanation for all those self goals. But back into the hands of Venom. 15 seconds remaining. They're going to boost down for it. They're going to try and put points on the board. And they get stopped by, I assume, Callan. Back into the hands of Sir Dimwee. He's going to make a shot attempt. And it is wide. And match over. Third round to Ironic. Ironic losing the first 2 rounds, but destroying Nova in the third round.
Yeah, that is it's fantastic to see. It's definitely a great motivator coming into that when you have that third game, and even if you did lose the series, coming out and showing that it's not just over, it's not that this is it, is that hey, we can also prove this, we can also play this well, and maybe it just took him a second too long to dial that in, and that was a fantastic one. It looks like Ninja Knight talking to chat saying Vesper's ping up to over 100 at one point when the cam shows. That's definitely for sure. I know that they've had some internet issues in the past. Maybe that's what some of it was. I definitely saw towards the end of that game, I saw Zesper grab, and I think he shot a 3, and it looked like he was rubber banding around a little bit. Maybe some tilt coming forward from some of the internet issues coming through, and definitely Essen had a few of those saves, which looked like they kind of just rubber banded back and in, which just tends to happen when these competitive games come forward like that. It's just, there's not much you can do. Sometimes it's the best thing you can get.
Yeah, you typically want to get your goalie with a sub 50 ping. In the United States, that's hard. In EU, that's easy. EU, everyone has beautifully low pings, but we are not as fortunate in the United States and Canada. So Zesper will play with 85 ping. No, excuse me, Essen will play with 85 ping, and unfortunately have some laggy disc interactions at the goal line, resulting in 3 self goals.
Yeah, Arthur saying they have. Yeah, they did get stuck up on it a couple times. Maybe that was just some of the comms starting to fall apart. Definitely with some of the, like, when you get tilted or whatever, it sometimes comes in a reflective how their comms end up interacting. But Nova definitely showing that, they're not necessarily too bad. They've been doing fantastic. They've had a great showing, and they showed up for those first 2 games. And ironic, being able to just turn it around absolutely for their team, and showing that they weren't out of it and coming back 16-2, which is a great turnaround for them.
So whether it was that third game itis, where you're content with winning the series and you concede the match, which I won't say that's what they did, or it was possibly tilt due to ping issues, communication breakdown due to tilt. Something happened in that third round, and Nova suffered from it. Good game to both teams. Hopefully, Zesper will be able to troubleshoot his network issues, and they won't have to face that ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
But on that note, we can go over the stats. Oh, one player leaves. Well, Essen and Zesper with 8 points, 38 stuns. Very stun-heavy game. Very physical game. Duller with 32 stuns, 4 points, 1 assist, 1 save. Single shot, 7 points, 4 assists, 1 save. Callan, 7 points, 1 assist, 1 save. And Essen leading his team with 6 saves. Venom with 4 saves. Zesper 1. Sir Dimwit 3. And the points, we already know. We can see them. So a good game to both teams.
Yeah, and a fantastic game, especially Nova. Zesper coming out showing he's giving out a lot of assists. I wonder how many saves Essen actually ended up having there, especially with some of them being robbed away from him, or some of them that just don't count, because we know the save counter sometimes doesn't end up showing exactly what is proportional to what they're doing. But
So let's deduct 3 saves from Essen and give Venom the title of the best goalkeeper of that round, of that series. And a great game from both teams. And with that being said, I am SputnikKobra.
and I am Andy W. Thank you,
And we-
all of you guys, for tuning in. All 18 viewers of you here, everybody talking in the Twitch chat is greatly appreciated. And what were you saying, Sputnik?
And I was just gonna send us away. I was gonna say sail us away, but that doesn't make sense. And with that
We were
being
going to
said,
say thanks,
everyone
Palidore.
have a good night, and we hope to see you soon.
They hear none of this right now. This is a secret stream. It's just me. I'm muted for them. How awkward is that? Bye.